just a quick update again. More Medieval Scots. Drawing this stage of this project to a conclusion for now, in order to return to some neglected parts of my collection, like my Wars of the Roses, which has sort of been benched for some time, and also a couple of other projects I've got coming up. But yeah, these are the new additions to the ranks, so let me take you over them. Got some chaps here that are going to be classed as a fierce foot in the Lion Rampant rules. And here's some more Shillatron pike wielding chaps that are going to be foot sergeants, with a distinctly regal presence in the front row there. And last but not least, I know the Scots weren't renowned for having a lot of foot knights, apart from their adventures in France whilst allied with the French. But hell, what the hell, this is a medieval army, so who can resist mounted knights? So, but I will confine myself to just this small unit of 6 for the army as a whole. So there you go. I mostly claymore castings, apart from the knights, which are Perry miniatures, and there are 1 or 2 plastic Perry miniatures dotted about these 2 units here. This chap in the corner, for example. But everything else is claymore castings. And there's only 1 knight in this unit here that's actually a Perry one. That's this fella here, I believe. But there we go. More for my Medieval Scots. I'll leave you with some turntable shots of these, and also a quick look at the army as a whole as it stands at the moment. And before the turntable shots of the new additions, here's the little collection as a whole. More than a standard, air quotes, army for Lion Rampant, but we are going to be playing bigger forces. So yeah, these 2 units here and here, plus the small unit of men-at-arms there and there, were what I showed you on my previous video, but that's as it stands as a whole at the moment. 3 units of foot sergeants, 1 unit of fierce foot, 2 small units of men-at-arms, and a unit of mounted men-at-arms. Only immediate plans for any additions are bidowers, i.e. skirmishing archers, and stroke or some mixed arms yeomen. So hand weapons, pole arms, and bows in the same unit to represent sort of like some local levy peasant types. But yeah, that's where we are at the moment. I'll leave you with turntable shots of the 2 new additions, and that's it for now for new additions to this Scottish medieval collection. I will be back to it in a month or 2's time, or if there are any additions in between now and then, I should let you know. But that's where we are so far. Yes, first of all, the fierce foot. As I mentioned before, mostly claymore castings, apart from this chap on the corner who's a Perry Miniatures Knight. How I've painted these is much like a previous video of mine, entitled How I Paint 100 Years War English Archers. I put a link to that in the description of this video, but Reader's Digest summary version is basically, unless it's nearly all armour, in which case I prime black, I prime with Games Workshop Wraithbone, do some pre-shading with an all-over wash of Agrex Earthshade, paint in any metal areas with Leadbelcher or gunmetal, Leadbelcher from Games Workshop or gunmetal from Vallejo, depending on what's nearest when I'm reaching out for it, and any leather parts, and then just block in colours as appropriate. The leather and blocking in colours being mostly done with Citadel contrast paints. What it ends up being is a nicely painted and quickly painted set of models, and gloss varnish applied after, simply because I like the look. And here's the second newcomer to the collection this month, another unit of foot sergeants. A couple of standards in this one. All the flags, by the way, are from Flags of War. But this will be the unit that contains my army's leader, notably, so say, David II of Scotland there. I do like these claymore castings. Oh, look, he's come out with his His carrier there, not very well. Okay, but yeah, there we go. And last but not least, like I say, it's a medieval army, so who can resist? The hobbyer in me took over from the hobbyist, I should say, in me took over from the historian and decided to have these Scots have some mounted knights in their army, using the excellent Perry Miniatures Agincourt Mounted Knights set. And once again, flags from Flags of War. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed these models. Any queries about how I painted or based these, have a look at the video of mine about painting 100 Years War archers that I've linked to in the description, because that pretty much says how I painted all of these things really. And any queries about how I've done any of it, or any suggestions and comments, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching.